Welcome back to Passionately Catholic. Today, we're going to ask the question, what does hell look like? Like, what does hell actually look like? Well, here's one interesting thing. Back in 1917, one of the most famous of Marian apparitions is the Our Lady of Fatima, the Fatima experience, where Mary appeared to 3 shepherd children in Fatima, Portugal, throughout the course of the year for several months, usually on the 13th of the month. And throughout the course of these appearances in which Mary would appear to them, she would share the desires of her heart, the desires of her son's heart. She would call them to pray the rosary every day, all of us to pray the rosary every day. There were all kinds of really impressive things that came out of these Fatima visions, these Fatima apparitions, this entire experience, including at the end, an incredible miracle, the day the sun danced in Fatima. It's all amazing stuff, and it was historically documented. I mean, it's just phenomenal what happened at Fatima. But what we're going to take a look at today is from the Fatima experiences. There was a portion where Mary revealed hell to the 3 shepherd children. She showed them what it looks like. And of the 3 shepherd children, the oldest, Lucia, gives us a testimony of what she saw. So consider this here. As Our Lady spoke these last words, she opened her hands once more, as she had done during the 2 previous months. The rays of light seemed to penetrate the earth, and we saw as if it were a sea of fire. Plunged in this fire were demons and souls in human form, like transparent, burning embers, all blackened or burnished bronze, floating about in the conflagration, now raised into the air by the flames that issued from within themselves, together with great clouds of smoke, now falling back on every side, like sparks in huge fires, without weight or equilibrium, amid shrieks and groans of pain and despair, which horrified us and made us tremble with fear. It must have been this sight which caused me to cry out, as people say they heard me. The demons could be distinguished by their terrifying and repellent likeness to frightful and unknown animals, black and transparent like burning coals. Terrified, as if to plead for aid, we looked up at Our Lady, who said to us so kindly and so sadly, "You have seen hell, where the souls of poor sinners go. To save them, God wishes to establish in the world devotion to my Immaculate Heart. If what I say to you is done, many souls will be saved and there will be peace." So this vision that Mary gives to these 3 shepherd children is pretty dramatic. I mean, imagine seeing this experience. And Mary asks them to pray the rosary daily, to pray for poor sinners, to pray for the conversion of souls all the time. And these kids were highly inspired by this experience. And somebody might ask, well, why would the Blessed Virgin Mary show hell to 3 children, for crying out loud? Like, what is she doing? Well, you know what? These kids, and look at the fruits of the experience. These kids ended up being so inspired to pray and offer their sufferings up for souls who were headed toward perdition, headed toward damnation, that they may be converted, that they may experience the love and grace and peace of the Lord and embrace the salvation offered by our God. So it was certainly very effective for them. And this message has continued on now for over a century and continues to inspire. And I invite you to look deeply into the Our Lady of Fatima experience, the visions, the apparitions, what Mary had to share with these shepherd children, and what she asks of us. And ultimately, there isn't anything super new in terms of what Mary asks of us. She's always pointing us back to her son. It's like at the wedding feast of Cana, where she says to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Mary never wants the attention on herself. She's always pointing us back to Jesus, because he is the way and the truth and the life. And she knows that, and she's always bringing us back to her son, which is the only hope, the only source of salvation for all of us, Mary included. I wish you all God's blessings and peace. Thanks for joining us for this video. If you'd like to receive more Passionately Catholic content, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so that YouTube has to let you know every time we post a new video. May God richly bless you, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.